And our final treat from Red River is going to be go down this back street. Why? Because the main drag is pretty busy. You know, a lot of people rent those little four-wheelers and stuff. It's pretty busy for a Sunday morning. I know I've done it. I've done this before, driven down these back streets. They've got some apartments, but they're built right against the wall of a mountain. You know, the backdrop for the units or the mountain. This is one street off the main drag. I don't know. I'll see the name of it, I'll tell you. Got a lot of condos, townhouses, and stuff in here. Hundreds. Yeah, it's amazing the difference getting one street off that main drag makes. Kind of turn this a little straighter here. How about that? Yeah, here comes one of those vehicles there. They rent those, and I guess they must rent the hell out of them because when I was sitting on the park bench having my brunch, or not park bench, it was just a bench, but yeah, it must have been 100 of them pass in review. You know, years ago, you could get a condominium or place back here off the main drag fairly inexpensive. I don't know how that is today. Comes Leroy and he's got his whole family. All right, we're at the intersection of Millette and High Street. There's the Edelweiss condominiums. Would I want to live in Red River in the summer? I don't think so. I like my setup in Capitan. This is a nice place to visit for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. All the tourists and stuff, and you know, it's beautiful blue sky today, and pretty dadgum nice. I'm probably going to hit a dead end here in a minute. But the next left I can take, I'm going to take Tony's Twist, whatever that is. So, guys, from Red River, I'm not going to end the video yet, but from Red River, we're fixing to make an exit. And then as we go on through these videos, we'll do Eagle Nest, Angel Fire, Taos, Rio Grande Gorge, probably. I'm just saying, giving you a list of what's in my mind. Could that change? Sure. You know me. Okay. Not too much traffic coming from the left here. So we're on the kind of on the edge of town now. With this will be the west side, I guess, of Red River. Speed limit 30. We're going 22. We ought to be all right. Because I'm in no hurry. Headed back to Questa to the RV park. Now that I've had that brunch, I'm not hungry for lunch. Okay, we're smoking along here. Temperature shows, I'll get it out here, shows to be 70 degrees. and it's 10:36 a.m. on a Sunday morning coming down. Yeah, we come down the mountain a little bit. When I left Questa, I had 312 miles of range, and it's 12 miles. And now I've got 295, but we'll be going down, so we'll use the regenerative braking, and it'll add back energy to the battery. So it'd be interesting to see what we end up with. It's pretty, isn't it? Those old clouds stuck behind the mountains there. Can't quite get over. As I mentioned in an earlier video, these campgrounds on both sides of the roads are pretty well packed. Yeah, I don't know why people don't obey the speed limits. I mean, the speed limit's 40. I'm going 40. That guy's going at least 60. But, I noticed that. But in the whole scheme of things, it's just the way it is. You see that mountain straight ahead, that, that where the mining company has cleaned it off? There was one I saw years ago out in the White Mountains of New Mexico. Man, the mining company had taken the whole mountain range. I mean, it's gone. I don't know what mineral was there, but they cleaned it out. We'll let this go. This is just a neat little drive between Red River and Questa. We're headed towards Questa from Red River, and just enjoy the scenery, I guess. There's another Carson National Forest campground called Elephant Rock, packed. You couldn't get another RV in there sideways. But holiday weekend, summertime. Variety is the spice of life. It's like eating food. You don't want it too damn spicy. Off to the left, there's a mountain stream, snow melt, crystal clear and ice cold. Another campground. This is called La Babita. And is it crowded? Yeah. My ears are popping. We're coming down. Well, we only come down, let's see, 1,000 feet. It's 7,500 feet in Questa and 8,650 in Red River. But it is you can feel it. We'll have a clear look at that mountain now. They're clearing off the minerals. I wonder what mineral is there. Somebody told me years ago. But if they could have told me yesterday, it wouldn't make any difference. I'm telling you. I'm probably not talking loud enough. I'm kind of chilled out here after having that healthy brunch. Yeah, you can see clearly now, but it doesn't. There's no name of the company here. I tell you, they've got buildings out there and stuff, but there's no. And they got company equipment, but I don't see any name. Yeah, you can see they've cleaned it off pretty good, and they're still working on it. Right now we're at 301 miles of range. When we left Questa, we had 312. And when we get back to the RV park, we will have gone about 28 miles and only have probably used about 10 miles of range. That regenerative braking is amazing. And since I only have 110 for the next few days or weeks, whatever, to charge with, it's a little slow. I got used to that 50 amp stuff. It'll work out, no big deal. We won't go, even if we can make the whole loop. That's it, the whole loop from Questa, let's see, it'd be over 100 miles. I mean, if you just did it all at one time. What I'm going to see, I've done Red River for videos, and then we'll do Taos, and we may go to Angel Fire and Eagle's Nest through Taos. The views in these mountains just really are pretty to me. Cost me about 2.5 cents a mile energy cost. Even with the air conditioner on, I just turned the air conditioner on because it was showing to be 76 outside, a little warmish, and we're still moving up. We're 305 miles of range. We should be probably another 4 or 5 miles out of Questa. The downside of the RV park is there's just no shade to sit out in it, because the way the sun sets, from back to front, the back of the RV is facing almost east, the front is facing west. So if you put the awning out, the shade is moving to the back, and then you can't sit back there because they got a ditch. I went off and left my phone, I think. God dog it. Did I really? Well, let's see. It appears, guys, that old Rusty has done a no-no. God darn. It ain't there, it ain't here. Well, anyway, let me end the video. Thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem while I go track down the phone. Adios. Bye.